Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, June the 6th, 2017. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Manchester and Coffee County will be home to a new manufacturing facility. School is out and numerous organizations are sponsoring camps to keep the kids busy during summer vacation. And TWRA is pleased with accident stats from the recent Memorial Day weekend. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Dr. Credit here from Russell Barnett Kia. Are you needing a vehicle but don't think it's possible because of your current credit situation? Great news, it is possible. But don't just take it from me. Here's a few of our satisfied customers and what they had to say.
Not only did they take the time to get to know me and my wants, they found me someone to finance me with my bad credit and got me the car of my dreams.
Dr. Credit, come see him. He's great. He can help you. I know he can. He helped me.
Schedule your appointment with Dr. Credit at Russell Barnett Kia so you can drive away happy.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner Bob Rolfe, along with Tennessee Tool and Fixture officials, have announced the company will locate its first U.S. operation in Manchester. The automotive mold and casting manufacturer will invest $6.5 million in the new facility and create 60 new jobs in Coffee County. Tennessee Tool and Fixture is a member of a group of tooling companies based out of Toronto, Canada, with over 40 years of experience providing high-quality molds and castings for the automotive industry. The company plans to renovate an existing building in Manchester to house its operations.
The Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency is reporting that there were no boating-related fatalities over the 2017 Memorial Day holiday weekend. It marks the third consecutive year without a boating fatality in Tennessee over Memorial Day. There have been 7 boating-related fatalities so far in 2017. During the period from May 26th through 29th, there was 1 injury accident and 5 property damage incidents reported. TWRA boating and law enforcement officers made 17 boating arrests under the influence arrests, that is. That number of BUI arrests was a decrease from 21 arrests made in 2016.
Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell stopped by our studios last week to explain the procedures for summoning Lifelight to the scene of an automobile accident in the city. Who makes the decision that we bring in Lifelight rather than send them to the hospital?
The ambulance people.
The ambulance people.
Yeah, they'll make the call, and then the police will help them set up the landing zones where is a good spot. And sometimes is it more advantageous to take them from the scene to the hospital and meet the helicopter there, or is it better to have the helicopter come to the scene? And the ambulance people make that assessment.
So I would assume then probably depending on the severity of the injuries involved, they make that call.
Right, they make the call, and we just assist them in getting that accomplished.
Yeah. Okay.
We the police can't and don't make that call because we're not the medical experts out there.
But that whole coordination of that whole thing, getting
it's
an
quick.
area
cleared
is
done quickly.
I was going to say it was unbelievable. In less than probably 30-40 minutes, that whole deal was done for the one that occurred in Tullahoma.
Well, there's a lot of dynamics that go on an accident like that. Right. You have the ambulance. If it's an injury accident, we have the fire department responds. They assist the ambulance people with the injuries. The police are focusing on keeping traffic moving and getting the scene cleared. So we're calling wreckers and doing all that other type stuff. So everybody's got their little piece to do to make it work out well. Yeah. And then the dispatchers, they're getting all of it. Yeah. They're having to call the helicopters. They're having to call the ambulance. They're having to call the tow trucks and run driver's license checks for the police. And, there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
And that's when our dispatchers really shine in those type of incidents.
Right. Yeah.
But we did have one yesterday up near Aldi's on North Jackson, and I think Lifelight landed right in North Jackson Street.
I believe that's what happened, yeah.
You know, you got to figure out where do you put all those cars?
Yeah.
Where do you move them?
Right.
And, you know, and all that stuff has to happen quick.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family has launched its new Owner Advantage program. It starts as simple as your first year's maintenance is included with the purchase. We have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plans available. Car detailing, car rental, collision repair. Stop by one of our 5 locations and let one of our certified sales staff tell you all about it. The Russell Barnett Automotive Family Advantage Program. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. South Jackson Civic Center is kicking off their Performing Arts for Children and Teens camp this week. Facility Director Fran Gray tells us more.
PACT stands for Performing Arts for Children and Teens.
There you go.
And I think it's about 12 years old now. And it was born out of the need and desire of some young people to perform on stage, performing theater. And they came to us and said, we want to do a show. We want to perform. We want to have our own special activities. And with that, Colleen Saunders and Melissa Sharan put together a program, and it has continued these 12 years. And a very integral part of the program is a camp in the summer. And this summer is no different. We're having 2 weeks of packed camp. Camp Impact.
That's great.
Yes. And we're very excited about it. But the camp is a great opportunity for children and youth to come and learn about every aspect of theater. They meet for 2 weeks in the mornings, and this year it's June 12th through the 23rd. They can be dropped off about 20 till 8. The camp itself begins at 8 o'clock and runs until noon. And during that time, they will be grouped by their ages and abilities and interests, and will learn every aspect of theater production. And many wonderful things have come from the experiences these children and youth have had. We have a great group of young adults and mature teenagers who help counsel, who help lead them through the 2-week experience. And we offer all kinds of games, role-playing, lessons in technology, lighting and sound, acting, set building, prop finding and making.
That's fun.
You know, to put on a show, there's a lot more than meets the eye. And anyone who has been involved in theater or a recital, any kind of performance, knows it takes many more people probably than what's on what you see. What's on stage.
Just getting the curtain opened and closed at the right time. I mean, it's very difficult stuff.
That's
and
right.
One of the things that I like about the packed camp is, over the years when I've been down there and around when it's going on, it's not all inside the building. South Jackson has a beautiful shaded campus with a lot of big, lovely shade trees, oak trees. And so you'll see little groups of kids out sitting under a tree with their counselor, and they might be learning lines, or they might be discussing something. So it's not 4 hours of being inside of an old building.
And I do believe most of the children go through camp wanting more. We have families who plan their summertime around packed camp. We have children who come and visit grandparents or cousins, and they from other states even, and they come and participate in packed camp. So it's not just for Tullahoma children, it's for any child who can come and be part of it. And we start at age 5. Any child who's 5 years old is welcome to come and participate. I think in the time I've been there, we've only lost one child, and it was because she wanted more crafts than we were offering. So she went to another camp. But we offer snacks in the morning. We ask for a $50 fee, so that covers their snacks, their materials, a t-shirt, and a lot of expert instruction. And at the end of the camp, we have a showcase when the children's friends and family can come and see them perform. We like to be sensitive to children's needs. Some children are a bit shy about being on stage, but once they get with their peers and learn more about it, we find some of them changing completely and enjoying being on stage. And many of them come back as junior counselors and performers. It's a great program to feed into later productions. So we invite everyone to come out to Camp Impact, June 12th through 23rd. If you need some financial assistance, it's available also. And just let us know. We have registration forms in the office, and we have them online at southjackson.org. So come and see us.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No 2 visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma. Welcome back. John Gray spoke with Beverly Lee from the Hands-On Science Center about several events coming up for vacationing children this summer.
If you remember the big payback, which was May 3rd, well, we raised money on that day, and we actually held an open house after the big payback. And at 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, anyone could come in for free. We had 400 people walk in our door who had never been there before.
Isn't that something?
And
wonderful.
It was incredible. It was absolutely wonderful. And one of the things, I'm just going to briefly mention the Big Payback real quick, because during the Big Payback we created a children's series, and it's called The Adventures of Tully and Tyler. And this is Tennessee Tully. Tennessee Tully is a groundhog, and he is basically our mascot.
Yeah.
And he is going to be going through all kinds of STEM adventures. He did throughout the Big Payback. He went to the airport, he went to the library, he went everywhere to learn everything he could about flying. And then this summer, we have all kinds of summer camps coming up. And so he's going to attend all of our summer camps and write about each one of our summer camps and all the different things that he learned. One of the things is going to be astronaut training. So it will be interesting to see how Tennessee Tully does in astronaut training this summer during one of our summer camps. But our summer camps are throughout the summer, but we do have one really new program too that we've never done before, and this is sponsored through the Air Force Association, and we are an approved site for a cyber camp this year. So we are going to be hosting about 20 students, ages, well, grades 7 through 10, and preparing them to help secure our internet and secure our computers against all kinds of threats. And this particular program is perfect because it moves right into the Cyber Patriot program, which we have at our high school. And our high school is actually won second in the state in the Platinum Division.
That's wonderful.
So they're excellent.
Wonderful.
And just to go through that, those students who were on the second in the state are actually going to be leading the team to teach this next group how to defend against cyber threats. We are an enrichment facility. When kids come to us, they really learn science. One of the things I tell them is, first thing they're supposed to do with the hands-on science is to have fun. The second thing they're supposed to do, if they can read, which most of them that come through there can read, is to learn science, because we actually have on our exhibits the reason and the rationale is why is this exhibit doing what it's doing,
right,
and what's the factors and the science behind it. So Dr. Bill Brooks, he just helped us do a high-altitude balloon launch, and it landed in Sparta, and we're fixing to read all our data and find out what the wind conditions were and how fast the jet stream was that day, about 63 miles, we think. We're going to see how close we were to all of our different expectations and hypotheses. So,
and I would assume that when you do something like that, you just don't get to go out there and set something off. There's probably steps and regulations that you have to go through to do something like that. We had several classes
prior to, just to teach the students, what exactly was going to happen, what did we need on our payload, and all of this stuff. They had a GoPro camera. It's got different wind indicators and stuff like that.
I guess what I was thinking about, do you have to tell somebody in the state or an aeronautics board?
Dr. Brooks took care of all of that for our
But those type of things have to take place. Somebody has to know this is going to happen.
Right, as long as you stay within their regulations.
Right,
yes, that's
right.
true.
But they're learning all of this.
The other program we had Bill Gross, who actually donated all of his gemstones to the, well, not all of them, but many of his gemstones from his geode caching. He came and he gave an excellent presentation and actually gave each one of the students a geode as they left. They cracked open their own geode and gave them the which is beautiful to see, something that someone has never seen before when you crack those open. But also learning about the minerals and the different elements that are, and where some good geocaching areas are. So it was a very good, we've had some excellent.
And just what is a crinoid?
Collaboration. UTSI, the Air Force STEM group, they're here with us all the way, and we actually are going to be using a UTSI intern this summer part-time to help us through the United Way grant. So we have an awful lot going on. Our summer camps, we have 5 of them this summer. So there's 5 weeks that we have summer camps, and I encourage everybody to go onto the website to look at what we have offered as well as to sign up. On June 17th, I don't want to forget this because this is going to be a lot of fun, is June 17th, that's Saturday, we're going to have a rocket launch, and it's sponsored by the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics, AIAA. And they are going to be coming, and we're going to be launching straw rockets, water rockets. We're going to have contests to see who goes the furthest, who stays up in the air the longest. Lots of prizes, so we want to invite everyone to come down from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
That'll be fun.
It is. We had it last year. It's absolutely incredible.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Buying a vehicle can be hard. It's even harder if you have poor credit health. But let the team here with Dr. Credit at Russell Barnett Kia help you. With our guaranteed credit approval process, we can help you find your next vehicle. But don't just take that from me. Here's a few of our customers and what they had to say.
They said they could approve us, and then the next thing was how much monthly. I thought it was going to be way too much. And sure enough, he did it what we asked for, what we needed it to be. He did it within. He will help you out.
Schedule your appointment with Dr. Credit at Russell Barnett Kia so you can drive away happy.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The Animal Shelter has served Tullahoma dogs for nearly 30 years. Now, you can help us build a bigger and better no-kill shelter. Your tax-deductible gift is matched dollar for dollar. So come on, bark it forward and donate now to have your tax-deductible gift matched. Make your check payable to the COT Shelter Building Fund and go to tullahomatn.gov to see all the unique gifts available for your generosity. For more details, you can call City Hall at 455-2648.
Welcome back. Several graduating members of the Tullahoma High School ROTC class were recognized at a ceremony at the school recently. Let's watch video from that event.
We will now transition into our special awards to recognize the top 18% of our cadet class. Each of these awards represent something unique while at the same time speak toward the character and efforts these cadets exhibited throughout the academic year of 2016 to 2017. The first two awards are sponsored and presented by the American Legion Post 43, Joseph Greer, Chapter Tullahoma. Presenting the awards is Major General Robert A. Harris, Army National Guard, retired, American Legion Post 43.
I'm Alan Harris. I represent American Legion Post 43, and our motto is for God and country. And I know that all you young folks sitting out there probably think that that motto has little intrinsic value to you right now at your age. I know when I was sitting out there at your age, it had little value to me. But I will tell you this, and I'm sure a lot of the older generation out there will back me up. As you get older, the luster becomes brighter and brighter on that motto and the thoughts and the premises behind it. When the American Legion created these awards a couple of decades ago with Resolution 20 and Resolution 11, to create the Military Excellence and Scholastic Excellence Award. I believe the Legion had one purpose in mind, one primary purpose, and that was to connect us old military veterans with the young generation. And so while I believe that that connection is being made, it's not only connecting us with you, it is an outward sign of an inward feeling that we have for you. We want you to know that we love you and support you in all your efforts and what you're doing. By far, one of the biggest principles in our preamble to the American Legion motto is that we make right the master of might. And I will assure you that even though you might not feel it today, you are what's right about this country. So I congratulate you on this year. Colonel Johnson, Sergeant Major Ramirez, well done.
The American Legion ROTC program presents this certificate to Caleb D. Fanning of Tullahoma Marine Corps Junior ROTC in recognition of the outstanding attributes demonstrated leading to the awarding of the American Legion Military Excellence Medal Bronze. The American Legion JRTC Scholastic Excellence Medal with Rebar Bronze is awarded to Cadet Sean Madden. For superior academic performance and/or achieving a Scholastic A in JROTC, this recipient ranks in the upper 10% of the JROTC class. Both Cadet Madden and Cadet Fanning are now eligible to compete for the Colonel Frederick B. Bowling JROTC Cadet of the Year $3,000 scholarship.
The Sons of the American Revolution are direct descendants of those patriots that achieved the independence of the American people, and the objectives of this organization are intended to perpetuate a more profound reverence for the principles of the government founded by our forefathers. Such were the ideals of Captain Alden Partridge, who is considered the founder of the Reserve Officer Training Corps program in the United States. Partridge founded the ROTC because his father, Samuel Partridge, who was a soldier of the Revolution, had concern for the newly founded United States and its lacking a development resource for qualified military officers. The Sons of the Revolution support all programs that encourage historical research, foster true patriotism, and maintain and extend the institutions of American freedom. We strongly support the United States ROTC and JROTC as exemplary programs of these ideals. So it is with great pleasure, on behalf of the Joseph Greer chapter of the Tennessee Society of the Sons of the American Revolution, in recognition of outstanding leadership qualities, military bearing, and excellence, thus exemplifying the high ideals and principles of our patriot ancestors, to award Cadet Caleb Fanning the SAR Bronze ROTC Medal and Recognition Certificate.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include David Pennington, who will tell us about his experience with the American Pickers guys. Amy Johnson will come and invite everyone out to South Jackson to dance to music from the South Jackson Street Band. And Irish painter George McGillicuddy has a show this weekend, and we'll invite everyone out to come by and see some of his work. All that and more on this week's Living.
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Have you ever been involved in one of these? And you need one of these? Then look no further than the Russell Barnett Certified Collision Center. With a state-of-the-art facility, aluminum capabilities, lifetime paint guarantee, Russell Barnett Auto Rental, claims assistance from start to finish. We're here to serve you. So stop by and let us show you why we are #1, the Russell Barnett Certified Collision Center.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1943 at 98 degrees. The record low was in 1946 at 46 degrees. The average high on this day is 84, and the average low is 61. Mostly clear weather expected tonight with a low of around 58. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Wednesday with a high of 76 and a low of 56. Partly cloudy weather expected on Thursday with a high of 74 and a low of 57.
Well, Jim, it's that time of year once again. Bonnaroo is upon us.
It is upon us, and it starts Thursday, right?
Yes. Festival starts Thursday. We'll be going in Wednesday. This will be my 13th year covering Bonnaroo for Newsleader here. I'm a little biased, but I think we give you the best local coverage of the best festival in the United States. So be sure to stay with us, and if you're going out there, stay hydrated and have fun.
That's right. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.